Calm down, bro, we said it, we mindin'. Everybody's biz, we grindin'. Telling it like it Tee Eye Is. Consistent is what Tee Eye Is. Mula Luciano, back on my grind. Pay attention, I got a lot on my mind. King's Corner, B Money, Lil Dinero. My man busy, along with Casino. With Kyle of the camera, there be no issues. We'll be the last one standing. It's all in the tissues. Last but not least, it's Smooth Group Buchanan. We the ones rising, keep your eyes on the cannon. I need to get a lot out. Let me start by giving a shout out. What's up, Shara Lady, Uncle Jeffrey, Juby Moms, no doubt. Eric G and Ari Ashley, Tito, it's our time to shine. And last but not least, my brother, my friend, my dog 10. It's all line. Calm down, bro, we said it, we mindin'. Everybody's biz, we grindin'. Selling it like a Tee Eye Is. Calm said it's what a Tee Eye Is. Go.
Yo, what up, world? I got something to say. Welcome to the first episode of the relaunch of this podcast. It is what it Tee Eye Is. Listen, this is going to be a little different this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have some hosts going on, a whole lot of different things for you. And I'm hoping, I'm praying that you still support. I'm hoping that you miss me enough to the point that you tune in every time that I'm on, because I still got something to say, but this time I'm going to tell it like it Tee Eye Is. Today we're going to talk about a sensitive subject. And the name of our topic today is Proceed with Caution. Yo, listen, when we as adults come into our own and we leave our mom's house, we have a plan. We have something that we want to pursue. We look at our lives and we probably say to ourselves, we see ourselves here in about 5 years. I see myself here in about 2 or 3 years. I see myself here and there. You know, life sometimes can throw a curveball. We strike out, and decisions as an adult, as a mature adult, has to be made. But still, in the midst of all that, we have to get rid of the selfishness of my life, my life, my life, when we decide in our lives to have children. This is going to be epic because people don't like you talking about their children. But I'm not talking about nobody's children. I'm talking about us parents and how we want to fall in love and live happily ever after and do this and do that and do this. And sometimes we get so caught up in our very own situations, we can lose our babies. I'm not talking about nobody specific. I was talking to a couple of my colleagues, a couple of people I care about, and it seems that everybody is going to do something with their children. And the reason I'm addressing it is because at the end of the day, our decisions in our lives as parents and adults before we have children and after and during while we have children, we have to understand that having kids is a sacrifice. And what you had planned and what you wanted to be going on, maybe it's not going to be going on. We got our kids going through depression. We got our kids dealing with the status quo. We got our kids trying to keep up to what's the latest fad. They smoking, they drinking, they sexing, they doing all this stuff. And we looking at them. Ooh, oh, where you learn that from? Where you think they learned that from? They saw you buck naked in the bed. They heard you moaning and groaning. I told y'all. It's different. I'm telling it like it Tee Eye is. And then when you catch them smoking, you find them buck naked, you got an attitude. We got to talk. No shot at nobody, believe me, because I told somebody this before. Grown-up stuff away when the kids is around. Ain't nobody telling you not to enjoy your life. Ain't nobody telling you not to be a parent. But sometimes we get lost in our significant others to the point where our kids is an afterthought. I know you love your children, and you're probably one of the greatest parents of all time. But at the same time, why did your kid commit suicide and you knew nothing about it? And I'm talking about nobody specific in life. Why do we never know anything about it? How did you not know that your daughter was pregnant for 8 months? Why did you not know that your son is strung out on drugs? Why did you not know that your son is dealing with being a serial killer in his mind and doing things? Why did your son show up at a church with a gun? Huh? And why? Why is our children the future? I believe children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. They can't lead us nowhere because the leadership done abandoned the ship. Mothers fighting with grandmothers, grandfathers smacking up fathers. I had this just one thing that I was listening to the other day. Mothers getting pregnant by their own sons. What is this? This is not what God had intended. God intended for us to train up our child in the way that they should go. They're going to mimic your life. I talked to one of my friends. Shout out to my friend Yolanda. Talk to us. We talked about learned behavior. Yes. I know everybody watching you. I don't know if y'all remember that commercial, TV show, maybe a movie. But I learned about watching you. I learned how to say mother effer because I heard you say it. I know how to go in the back and creep and get my smoke on because I saw you do it. Proceed with caution. We have to be cautious when it comes to our children. We have to be hands-on when it comes to our children. You got to know who you chose when you decided to have children. Great mothers. Both of my baby mothers. Ex-wife, baby mother, whatever you want, great mothers. And they're very educational, but that's one side of it. That's where you at. Where you at, just because mama is pushing education, you should be in there too. One of my children were going through a stage where their emotions were being challenged, and they're my strongest child, and to see them be vulnerable like that, I just thank God he gave me a chance to be in that place because there was a lot of things being considered that, slow singing and flower bringing would have been the result of it if I was not there. And we as parents got to understand, like the mama said on Baby Boy, mama got to have a life too. Yeah, but at the same time, your life is consistent of your children, and we should always be on them, be all over them. Until they move out my house, yeah, what you doing? Why you in there with that door closed? Y'all sit in the living room. This what we grew up on. We couldn't have no girls upstairs. We were lucky to get them on the porch. Because here come mom peeking out the door. Chris, da-da-da-da. Now you embarrassed. But what happened? What did that do? That put a light on the respect that we would eventually have for that house. Because mom and pop, they ain't play. And mom would pick up the phone and, okay, Chris, you got 3 minutes. What are you saying, Peter? What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, we're not hands-on no more. So we not hands-on. That means somebody else putting their hands on. It could be sexually. They could be getting bullied at school. I mean, they could be putting their hands on things they ain't got no business. There's no way that you my kid and somebody bullying you at school and you don't tell me because I'm on you every day. What's good? My boy Lil De Niro in the shit. Shout out to my baby boy about to have a birthday. Every day. How you do at school? You good? Anybody bothering you? What's going on? When he come out outside and he don't get to see Nana Sita, that's another story. He don't get to see Nana. He upset. I just want to make sure that's all of it is. Because at the end of the day, you never know what your children are going through if you don't ask. If you too busy in your own cocoon and you too busy chasing your own life, too busy going after things for yourself. I just want to do this. You should have thought about that before you was buck naked. You should have thought about that before you had your children. They're here now. And we have a responsibility. I just want to be able to do, no, you had your time before them. It's their time now. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself crying. If you don't, you're going to find yourself in a place where you're going to be going to visit your child behind bars. If you don't, you're going to find that you're going to be driving down the street and that fiend that digging out the garbage can might be your child. Why? Because we didn't proceed with caution. What is caution? Caution is love. Caution is kicking the door in. Caution is asking you, what are you doing, whether you like it or not? I don't nobody care about their attitudes. Number one, you can't whoop me. Number two, this is my house. And number three, I don't care. I'm your father. I want to know everything that's going on with you. Because I can't have nothing hit me unaware. I should not have nothing catch me off guard. Why? Because love covers all. And I just can't. Because you're not smart enough. You're not old enough. You haven't been seasoned enough. Ain't nobody calling you stupid, nobody calling you dumb, but I've been here longer than you. I'm your parent. And what I tell you, what I show you, what I give you will shape you for the rest of your life. So be there. I was talking to one of somebody did to me, and they was telling them that they was giving their son an audience, and I love it. Go ahead. Find out what's going on. Open up. Don't be so caught up in yourself that you don't give your kids an audience to talk to you. That's why me and my sons, we talk about everything. I ain't stopped. Me and Nasir, he's 6. But I'm talking to him about everything. Because if I don't talk to him, the world will. And if the world will, the world ain't going to tell him what he needs to know. So I got to proceed with caution, proceed with intelligence, proceed to let him know that love is always here. Whatever you need, ain't nothing too bad that you can't come to me. There's nothing that you've done that you feel like if you're in trouble that you can't talk to mama. And there's nothing that you can't do. And even if you can't go to mama or me, that you can't go to your older brothers. And you can't go to your aunties and the different ones in the village that, and your nanas and your grandmothers and the ones that are helping to raise you in this village called life. So at the end of the day, we as parents, have a major responsibility. We call ourselves kings and queens, and always grant your princesses and your prince an audience with you. Don't be too busy to not talk to your child. Because then if you don't, then you're gonna either be talking to them through a glass door or they're not gonna be here no more. So we gotta proceed with caution. We gotta proceed because guess what? We're not gonna be here forever. What's your legacy? Ain't nobody talking about money. Ain't nobody talking about generational wealth. What is your legacy that you're leaving your child? Because anytime a child gets overwhelmed, a child should not be overwhelmed because we as parents should be the ones to take the pressure off of them. As a child, I was always overwhelmed. The streets took the pressure off of me. You know, no pot shot against nobody. I'm just telling the truth, telling it like a Tee Eye is. The streets took the pressure off of me. Caused me to do some unsavourable things. Things that you would never believe. But because there was a disconnect with the parent, both mother and father, I was able to run crazy. They don't gotta be in the same home. They ain't gotta be in the same relationship, but they gotta be on the same page. Both mother and father. There's no way in the world Nasir will come here and try to play me because his mama told him to play me. And there's no way in the world that I'm going to tell him no when his mama said no. Or tell him yes when his mama said no. There's no way. And I can pull a card. This is my house. I do what I want to do. But at the same time, but that culture divide. When you are parents, there should be no divide. I don't care if you got a boyfriend. I don't care if you got a girlfriend. I don't care if you married. We made him together. We gonna raise him together. We made her together. We gonna raise her together. And if y'all almost said the N-word, if your dude got a problem with that, then he shouldn't be your dude. If your girl got a problem with that, then mama, you gotta be out. Because at the end of the day, things change when children get involved. Things change when children come. It changes the dynamic of our lives. Touch, feel, fabric of our lives. That's our children. It changes the fabric of our lives. So I said all that to say, proceed with caution. Always have an audience for your kids to be able to come and talk to you. I don't care how old they are. It doesn't matter if they're 40. They're your kid. They're your child. Always. Because you never know what the pressures of this life is going to bring. All right, I'm done. I thank you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is a good day. I started the day off 5 o'clock this morning with my morning walk, and I did some things, and now I'm here. Procrastination has been destroyed. I'm back now. And I'm not alone. You about to see some people. Don't worry about it. And we all gonna be here chilling. Because I got something to say. But this time, I'm telling it like a Tee Eye Is. And I'm out, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.
Calm down, bro, we said it, we minding. Everybody's biz, we grinding. Telling it like a Tee Eye Is. Consistent is what Tee Eye Is. Mula Luciano, back on my grind. Pay attention, I got a lot on my mind. King's Corner, B Money, Lil Dinero. My man busy, along with Casino. With Kyle of the camera, there be no issues. We'll be the last one standing, it's all in the tissues. Last but not least, it's Smooth Groove Buchanan. We the ones rising, keep your eyes on the cannon. I need to get a lot out, let me start by giving a shout out. What's up, Shara Lady, Uncle Jeffrey, Juby Moms, no doubt. Eric G, Ari, Ashley, Tito, it's our time to shine. And last but not least, my brother, my friend, my dog 10, it's all line. Calm down, bro, we said it, we minding. Everybody's biz, we grinding. Selling it like a Tee Eye Is. Come said it's what a Tee Eye Is. Go.